Yeah, Ronnie, just wondering, I mean, you went out there, you made a big play for the team yesterday, Justin's first interception of the season, and then you guys capitalized on it. How frustrating for you that you guys weren't able to close out that game and finish it out and get the win.
Yeah, it's tough. Especially when you cut the tape on and you kind of see those mistakes or very self-inflicting and things that we could have done better at. So it's very frustrating. But you got to move on.
Okay, thank you.
All right, next one to Cam.
Hey, Ronnie, amid all of these struggles that the team has had on in whatever phase it may be, like how are you guys as an entire unit, not just defense and offense, special teams, how are you guys as a full team getting yourselves through these struggles, trying to make sure that locker room doesn't spiral, that in the case of so many teams that it can?
I think it's just a test to the bond we have as teammates in this locker room and everyone in this building. Coach Stefanski preaches about family and we take that to heart, whether that's good and bad, wins and losses. So, the conversations they're going to be tough, but as a family, you're going to have those moments. And we just got to learn from it and get better.
Does it feel like for you, like there's enough going on in the week, enough maybe adjustments and changes before the game that can create change and it's just not going your way? Or like, does there need to be more change in a week before a game to get that action on the field?
I think we had a great week of practice. I think guys were locked in and on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. I felt like there was energy. I thought we came out of the bye week, on the same page as a team, as a whole unit. It just comes down to executing on Sunday and then, those self-inflicting, plays that'll cost you in the end.
Thanks, Ronnie.
All right, next go to Ashley.
Hey Ronnie, I know the defense came off the field after those first three plays. You forced the three and out, and you guys score. And then the next time you go on the field, it's a 14-7 deficit because of the two special teams touchdowns. I guess what was happening with you guys as you go back out there and suddenly you're trailing, and it's a totally different situation.
I think, the sudden change thing as a defense, we've been able to grow throughout the years. But I know for us as a defense, our number one goal is to get the ball back to our offense. And I think we've improved as far as, those sudden changes where you're back on the field or the scoreboard changes drastically. As a defense, no matter what it is, when they put that ball down, our main job is to get the ball back to the offense.
And I know, like special teams, Bubba's been like such a focus. It seems like from the outside, Kevin talked about still believing in him and what everyone can do on special teams. I guess for players, like what has that been like and that relationship with him?
Yeah, Bubba, he's a great special team coach and he's very passionate. I think if you ask anyone in the building or who's been around him, he cares, not just about, the special teams, but, just about the guys in this locker room and the guys that, that play for him in this organization. Um, so, it's on us as players to go out there and, and do our job.
All right, next go to Scott.
Hey, Ronnie, I wanted to follow up with that about Bubba. So after a game like yesterday where they give up the two kick returns for touchdowns, what is Bubba like, on the sideline after the game or even today in meetings?
I mean, he's coaching. He's going over corrections and he's coaching.
Does he, Kevin earlier said that he has a ton of faith in Bubba. Like, does yours ever get shaken when there's a game like that where special teams is a big part of a loss?
No, it's not really my job to be, being shaky about a coaching position or whatever you're trying to get at. But Bubba's our coach, and he coaches us throughout the week hard. He puts us in good positions. And that's that.
Thanks.
All right, last call for questions for Ronnie. All right, thanks, Ronnie. All right, one more from Ashley. Sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't get my hand raised fast enough, Jordan. Ronnie, I just wanted to ask about Carson because it just seems like he's been playing so well for a rookie, and Kevin today said he had Wolverine blood for going out there and fighting through the high ankle sprain. And just from your perspective in that defense, in the back of that defense, watching what he does, how much has he made an impact in his first year with you guys?
Yeah, I think you guys see it. I think, everyone's watching the game, can see the type of impact a player like that has. So, it's just been great. He's a young guy, but able to impact the game in, such a tremendous way. And for him to come back after, the little injury he had and still be extremely productive in making plays for us is huge and just a testament to, the type of player he is and, how much he wanted to be back out there with his guys.